ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. And it's been 2 years.
Good evening to you. It's another Tuesday evening and we are live on Joy 99.7 FM. Welcome to Geek Squad with your girl Adobia Breachum. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Last week, if you were on our show, we had some kids come around and they had won the 3rd place in the World Robotics Competition. And it was really fascinating to know what they had done for their project. And based on that, we see how essential it is for kids to learn at least some basic technical skills or basic tech activities that they can be doing, especially during this time that most of them are on vacation or may have even completed JHS. And so tonight we'll be having a discussion on various tech activities that you can get your wards to be involved in during their vacation period or during the time when they are awaiting their results to enter into either tertiary education or the secondary education. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. We are streaming live on YouTube, on Facebook, and on X. I'm going to be introducing my guest and then we'll get into our conversation. But before we do that, just try and get someone to come and listen in. If you have your words and you're not yet asleep, I think it's a good time to have them also join in the conversation tonight. You can do that on our social media handles at Joy 99.7 FM as we are streaming live there. Before we get into our conversation, we'll be sharing with you what has been happening in the tech space in the past week. So take a listen to the emerging tech trends. We will be back to talk more about our topic for today.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Emerging Tech Trends on Joy Geek Squad. My name is Denicia Pomaije. In our headlines, Apple has now shipped 3 billion iPhones. Also, Instagram public accounts with less than 1,000 followers can no longer go live. And Google backtracks on plans to deactivate certain goo.gl links. And finally, Skechers releases kids' shoes with a hidden AirTag compartment. Let's settle for the details now. Apple has shipped its 3 billionth iPhone, CEO Tim Cook revealed during the company's Q3 earnings call. After launching the first iPhone in 2007, Apple reached 1 billion units in 2016 and 2 billion in 2021. Just 4 years later, it has hit the 3 billion mark. Instagram is restricting live broadcasts to accounts with at least 1,000 followers. Users have recently noticed they can't go live with a pop-up explaining the new requirement. Meta confirmed the change to improve the overall live experience, but didn't clarify why smaller accounts were excluded. The rule currently applies to public accounts, with private accounts seeing the rollout next. Google will no longer deactivate goo.gl URLs on August 25. Only inactive links flagged earlier will stop working, while the rest will stay active. The company reversed its decision after feedback recognizing goo.gl links are still widely used. And finally, Skechers has launched Find My Skechers children's shoes with a hidden AirTag slot under the heel for tracking. Available for ages 1 to 10, the shoes give parents another way to monitor their kids' location. However, critics warn that constant tracking could encourage rebellious behavior, and older kids with smartphones might detect the hidden AirTag. And that's it for this week's episode of Emerging Tech Trends on Joy Geek Squad. My name is Denicia Pomaije. Catch you same time next week.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion.
Welcome back. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobia Breachum. If you are just joining us, tonight we'll be having a conversation on some tech activities that we can get our wards or kids or cousins, whoever may be at home, probably during a vacation or break from writing their BC and waiting for their results. They can just get involved in some of these tech activities because it's going to be enhancing their knowledge. Tech skills really is something that we all need in our day and age. So I'm going to be introducing my guest that I'll be having a conversation with. He's in the person of Samuel Barton, the content creator for Interesting Digital.
You've done this like so many times. I wonder why you got stuck at that point.
Hi, Samuel.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Excited to be back again.
Yeah, I was just thinking when digital, those two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we are cool with that.
I mean,
yeah.
they say it's a now. So I can pronounce how much you want.
Before we get into our conversation of talking about the tech activities, from the trends that we spoke about, some of the things happening in tech, we realized that Skechers, they've launched a footwear for kids where we can have a tracking feature. You can know where your kids are. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's an ingenious step in terms of helping parents with security and being able to know where your kids are at every moment. I don't think it's something that people should be just skeptical about. It. The only place that I'll be worried about is having people who, when the technology comes out, bad people and good people use it. So the bad people getting access to your kids' information or where they are located is what I'm worried about. Apart from that, I think almost already we already have trackers following us everywhere. Your phone, the phone you're giving them is already having a tracker in it. Yeah, just that the shoe is more personalized because it's something that you wear throughout. So if you can leave your phone behind somewhere, or you can just maybe it goes off and you put it away. But for the shoe, probably can be on continuously for you to be able to know exactly where they are, or maybe they are carried away by someone. Help you find them. Yeah, it's a genius idea. Really,
it is, and I'm sure coming out with a product like this, probably they've seen the need for it too, and so have decided to come up.
There's
with
more to talk about in terms of it's being healthy. I don't know what kind of signals they are using to send these things, being your kids' foot.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a bit. We need to know more about that. Understand it. Yeah.
I think we'll do some more digging and probably talk about it some other time.
Yeah.
But we want to talk about our topic for tonight: some activities that can be done during vacation, or just having kids around. But first, before we get into that, let me ask you, what were some of the things that you did on vacation growing up?
I got okay. Why? There's a lot because I don't know which age you're talking about. So basically, one of the most what word should I use? The thing that set me apart or set me into this world that I'm living in was on one vacation. Okay. I remember as a kid, I used to play around with this neighbor, and at that time we didn't have computers in the house. We didn't even know what it was, so we just playing and all normal stuff. But I just had to visit him one time, and he opened.
So, before the visit, you're saying during vacation,
He was just playing,
climbing mango trees.
Yes, like random stuff, like anything that comes to my football, just I'm jumping here and there. Okay, and then we entered this guy's house, and there's this TV. Parts. Looking like you call it Copo, the very huge TV. Yes. What is it? That thing, it was in the corner of the room, but it caught my attention so much that I couldn't let go of the idea of what it could do. Okay. And the more they showed me, the more excited I got about it.
So was it a television or it was a computer?
It was a computer.
Okay.
It's a you don't remember that one? The one with the long hair.
I remember that one because you said TV and
Oh,
you
no,
said
in my head, I didn't know what it was. So I
Okay.
thought, like, what kind of TV is this? Like, TV with a keyboard and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, as we on it, we played some games on it. It wasn't
Yeah, those
even-
times I remember computer was about games.
Yeah, it
And
wasn't
you
about
just
programming,
reminded
but
me. Seth Afei Boateng, if you can remember this, I remember they had one at home. We go there and it was Mario at the
Yeah.
time. We would sit down and just be playing
Yeah.
that.
So that thing made me like excited about PCs. Whenever I see it, I was thinking of games, but it grew beyond that, went more into other aspects. And yes, even further away from that. As I grew, there was a session in my life where I had to wait. SHS, I was done with SHS. I had to wait to go to the university, and that's what even got me further into where I am now.
Okay.
I was exposed to how do you call it, graphic design and other aspects through that particular time period where I was waiting to go to school. Yeah, and that rather opened the door for me to get a job rather than me going to university.
Okay. So in terms of what you had planned to go and do in the university, it wasn't even related to the graphic design.
Not at all.
Interesting.
It wouldn't come to mind for those times. I mean, unless you are very far sighted or you can see to the future, you will not be able to tell how tech would influence the world so much. So you just get up and do any course that you think would work for you.
Got it.
Yeah, but
Got it.
you didn't know that during the break times, the vacation times, the small times you had, the little things that you were touching when it comes to the tech field was something that was going to open the mighty door to your life. Yeah.
Wow. So with what you are sharing, I think it's relevant that we are even having this discussion
Very
right
relevant,
now
very.
because it was during the vacation for you, and then you had that chance to start the graphic design
Yeah.
lessons, and then now it paved the way for you.
I
Okay.
mean, we have kids turning content creators on vacation periods, and they make more money.
Yeah.
Some of them won't even go back to school
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I think we have to find a day to talk about those ones. But content creation has become something that everybody's trying
Yeah,
to
I
jump
think-
on.
yeah.
But if we're able to find a way of guiding these kids, they could come up with more stories
To
and better
help.
things.
Yeah. So talking about the guiding them, can we talk about some of the tech activities that can be done? Because I know I, for one, before university, for me was a computer school that I attended
Oh, yeah.
prior to the university, and I think it's also essential. It's just few days ago that I saw on WhatsApp group my former classmates, and they were talking about the fact that people are done with the university and some don't even know how to use tools like Excel sheets, some don't know how to send emails and all that. So it's relevant that we have activities at least to have the kids involved in during
Yeah,
vacations, and then when it gets to those periods it doesn't become something that they are clueless about. Yeah.
For the
Excel.
SHS and GHS people are in primary, I pardon them, but for the university people, I think we have to hold a crusade for them and lay hands, because I mean, some of the experiences or the stuff, education has changed.
you've seen-
if you are being very
noticed
literal,
that, yeah.
education has changed. So
Yeah.
by the time you're done with school, if you're able to pick up anything when it comes to the IT field, then it means probably you're not excited enough. I don't want to use the
But you
word
know the
aggressive
sad
enough.
thing,
Yeah.
most of them do have the laptops. Most of them do have access
Yes,
to the
Korean
devices.
drama. Yeah.
Exactly. It's movies,
I had a classmate like that.
series, dramas. We don't. And I mean, then again, we are having a conversation. We are talking about kids and all that. But how can, as parents, right? How can they get the awards like that
Okay.
during the time when they are in the universities, for
Okay.
instance, to get them involved in the tech skills that they really need?
Okay.
You know, in order to help them. Do
Okay.
you get it? We really need to get,
So
get to that point and then
the
talk
truth
about
is,
that.
the world of technology, or let's say tech, it's so broad that if you don't, as you say, talking about guide, if you don't put a circle around a particular place for someone to focus on, you can look at everything. Everything means anything at all. You understand? During our time, the most wildest apps were the Mavis Beacon. Them. Almost everybody had Mavis Beacon on their PC. If you don't have it, your PC is not up to
Yeah,
standard.
seriously.
You had to have antivirus, which we didn't understand what it was about. You had to have Mavis Beacon. So every PC that was set out, there were guys going around with CDs to install Mavis Beacon for every PC.
Yeah, but just before I let you continue, to our listeners, if you're listening in, just share with us what were some of the tools that you remember using from time past. I mean, we've spoken about Mavis Beacon. I really remember the use of that.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really helped me
Yeah.
to learn how to type.
Yeah.
If you have any kind of memory, some of your fondest memories, you can share that with us. Any of the tools that you used. I mean, talking about how best we can get ourselves involved in the tech skills. So
And
yes,
I want to say this disclaimer. Some people assume that, okay, during our time, that's what we're thinking, that the tech, I don't know if it is still trending or it's still going on. The tech industry or having your kids go into the tech world is for rich folks or certain well-to-do families. That is never true. Once your child can open TikTok on that phone, you're not so well-to-do family or household, that means your child can be exposed
almost
to tech.
everyone has their smart
Yes.
device.
So
Everyone
that
has
idea, if you're having it at the back of your mind in this current era, you are listening to us on the radio or someone's talking to you about it, that means that it's possible for your child to be educated in that particular direction.
Yeah.
Don't limit your child in any way. We didn't have it, but I saw it in someone's household, and from that on it changed my life. And because of that, I had to pressure my parents, and we finally got some in our house. Yeah. So before I got to school, I had been exposed to.
The first time we got a computer in the
it
house.
feels like it feels like you brought a god into your house. Like, don't touch it, cover it, do this.
As it was connected to the internet. God.
So now it's so simple that kids are getting iPads everywhere.
Yeah.
They are this butterfly iPad cases and huge waterproof iPads and all those things. Yeah, it is not only meant for the rich folks. I mean, you could find tablets that are cheaper for your kids, and if you're able to get one that are meant for kids where they have educational apps on them, you could learn a lot. Even if you don't have these particular ones and your phone can go to YouTube, I think we would have to mention some of these sites. Then
let's talk about them.
You can take your time to go through them.
Yes, but our focus right now is on tech because we know that tech skills, I mean, knowing a lot of tech skills like we are talking about will really help, because now it's the basics of almost everything. You can't say you work and you don't have anything to do with technology. Let me put it that way. If you want to post online about what you are doing, if you want to basically type your email, everything has to do with technology.
So everyone is a tech person as we speak. Once you have a phone, you are a tech person. So don't be having that picture in your head that makes you think, oh, tech is for those who wear glasses, and then that's like why Adobe and the guy wear glasses on the show. It's not about that. It's more like the era that we reach. We are in Stone Age, this age. I think we are in a tech era where almost everyone is involved in it.
Yeah.
You can't avoid it.
Sure. So now, if you're listening, you want to send a question about what you can do for your ward, I mean, you can go ahead and send us the message on the WhatsApp number 055 997 055 11 997. If you have any questions concerning what we are talking about, go ahead and send it through. We are now going to be breaking down, based on the different age categories or anyhow we want to go about it, some of the key areas that they can start looking out for when it comes to the tech skills. Yeah.
So let me just mention some of the platforms you can use. So some are meant for specific ages. I have a whole list here. So we'll talk about some of them. We have a whole age group type of access. So some of them are websites, some are apps. So depending on the ones I mentioned, I'll probably talk about it.
Yeah.
So programming is one of the main things when it comes to
tech activities that they can be
tech
done,
industry. Nowadays, programmers, they say programmers are losing their job, but that's not actually true. I know a lot of programmers who are now gaining more jobs. So the programming actually is a field that can move around. If you are thinking about C# and C this alone or JavaScript alone, then it means you don't understand what the area of programming is all about.
So it depends on the programming language.
Yes, so you can direct your child to start gaining the understanding of what we call the algorithm, how things flow in the programming world. It's one of the most important things. That one, it doesn't die because computers are still built on that same knowledge over and over. So don't think that it's too late for your child to jump on it. You can look for Scratch JR, that's Scratch Junior, Scratch JR, SCRATCH, that is Scratch JR. You can Google it, and you have the website platform, and you also have the app. And all that we are mentioning here is actually free. So if you go to the website will direct you to the app. If you are using Android, you can easily tap on that. If you are using what's the name, the Apple devices, you can do that. Whether it's iPad or whatever, you just download it. And then, as an adult or a guardian or a parent, you should have that extra time to be able to watch your kids to help them in this manner. So after you download, you can take them through it. The first day you open it together, try to figure out how to get it. If you can't do it, try to find a neighbor that is like into more of tech, and don't leave the neighbor and the child alone. You can sit with the neighbor and watch it too. You know why? Because it's not always that the person might be around. Yeah,
exactly. The parents need to be involved.
Yeah, the same way you were able to learn how to WhatsApp, you can learn how to help the kids.
By all means.
Yes, and it's actually good if, as an adult in this particular area, you can age or era, you're able to learn along with the kids. It makes the kids involved. It's a bonding time even for them this vacation.
No,
if you can't, you see, you can't go out somewhere, or you don't want to watch movies because there are a lot of LG, you get it, involved on these movies, and you want to avoid all those things. Why don't you just sit down, open the app, and then do it together with the child?
Yeah, at least
figure it out.
Starters, yes,
fight with the child over it. You understand?
Yes,
figure it out, and it made so simple that any child can learn it. We'll talk about adults. So joining the platform, learning it.
The Scratch.
Yeah, it's for coding. Yeah. And it has a lot of, it's colorful. So instead of just Cocomelon, from ages from 5 to 7 can learn it. I mean, if you open it when you're 18, nobody will stop you. But
and it's good to build the basics at that tender age.
Yes.
It really helps.
So get the kids involved. There's no limits to this, how do you call it? Oh, it's too young to start learning like these things. No. If the child can open YouTube and be pushing and watching videos continuously, 5 to 7, why don't you? Limit the other apps.
If you use his little finger like this and open and be scrolling through and say,
Exactly.
Seriously, we have to let them rather make good use of the time on the screen. So Scratch JR is one of them, ages 5 to 7. You can get them involved. Let's talk about the next one.
So if you have someone who's a bit older and you want the child or whoever it is to still get on the same thing, there's an adult version which is a Scratch MIT. That's for age 8 to 16. Same spelling of Scratch, SCRATCH MIT. So all of these, you just Google it and then you just take your time to
have access to them.
have access to them. That one is a website. The website has tons of information and you can use to learn how to program and play games and so on and so forth. It's not boring as maybe you're picturing your head.
Yeah.
It's colorful. It has and
it's free.
It's free, yeah. It has all that thing that makes it attractive. And there's also code.org, code CODE.org. Don't use your website, your browser alone for live sports and stuff like that. You can let them jump on these platforms also to learn code.org for ages 5 to 18. Also for coding and all those kind of activities. So the coding is made in a way that these websites are trying to make the code in a way that's like games. Yeah. When you do the program it, you see something happening on the other side, which is fun for the kids. So that it doesn't look like, oh, mommy said we should go and sit there and code and you have to now lock your child in a room to be like he's a genius, he's good. It's more fun because the sounds, the colors, you see what you're actually doing. As you code, it changes the screen, and it's more fun that way. So code.org for ages 5 to 18, still on the coding. And then we have Tinker 5 to 14 years. Tinker is TYNKER. It's for game-based coding. Same thing for Python and JS. Python is a programming language. It's not snakes, okay? It's a programming language. If you want to learn, you can join that one too. It's both cost for free and paid.
They have the two.
Yeah. Same way they have the app and the website. So whatever device you're using, you can visit either the app. So you download the app or visit the website to utilize. And what's the name? The programming languages are vast, so if you want to also learn more about it, you can ask a friend or someone who's in tech or Google it, just trying to figure out what coding is all about. Because if I say programming languages, it might look something. But there are a lot of content online on YouTube.
Yes.
Even the AIs that we've been talking about recently, you can ask them, oh, what is a programming language? How do I help my kids on this? After that, you can just jump on the website to mention
the AI. You can even use your WhatsApp. Meta AI is there. You can just ask Meta AI just in case you need some clarification on any of the things. But then you can also send us a WhatsApp message on the number 055 11 11 997. 055 11 11 997. We are here to support you. If you have any questions, you can just drop it.
So there's more to come. If you're a parent and just take a pen and a sheet of paper, keep writing them down. You don't know even if you don't have kids and an uncle, you can just write them down and share with your nephews and all that. So we have Tinker, CS First by Google. That's for ages 9 to 14. CS First, that's C Computer Science. CS and First by Google. It's for 9 to 14-year-olds. It's a video-based coding curriculum using Scratch. Scratch is an easy-made programming. It's like instead of learning a programming language through something black and white and colors, and it's all confusing. They made it easy for anyone who wants to learn it to see the codes and be like you are doing Tetris, arranging things. And the more you arrange, the more you understand how these codes run. We call something algorithm. If you're able to capture the understanding of that, you can learn most languages.
Exactly.
Then you go into what we call the syntax. That will be later. It's good for your child to learn that. It goes beyond, even in architecture and other project management and stuff like that. Sometimes too, we use the same knowledge in rearranging or ordering our life. You might think it's only for tech, but even in cooking, your child can be. So there's one of the platforms says that programming is everywhere in our life.
It's true.
Yeah. So if you take your time and let your child go through, it's not by force for your child to be a programmer. If you don't like programmers, your child will not be a Yahoo boy. All you need for your child to do is to understand how these things work. Right? If your child is able to get a concept of it, it can apply it in whatever field.
And sometimes what I even say is that the things around us, most of us have mobile bank apps that we are using. We use Google accounts, Gmail and all that. The brains behind them, it has to do with the programming being done. So sometimes when we say it, don't let it look like something that is very far-fetched. It's very much very close to us. So if you have your child and the person has the knowledge in this, has the skills in it, these are some of the things that they can do, practical things that apply to our everyday lives.
If you've ever opened your banking app and you are annoyed and you get angry, maybe your child could be the one fixing it in the next month. The next updates could come from your child if you just allow that kid to be exposed to this. So let me break away from this. I remember when I was at Ghana Tech Lab, there was one, some people really understand these things. So apart from these online, if you can find a how do you call it? Company or anything that's so you can also invest the time for your child to go through a club, a group that you have verified that okay, this is good enough. You can there were kids that were brought to my side who were learning digital art. Some kids were so apart from the programming, if you have a child that can draw.
So they were brought to you because people know you do.
Yes, we do digital art. So I'm into multimedia. So I can do digital art, photography, videography. If your child loves to take pictures, if your child loves to draw, if your child loves graphic design.
Is it only for children though?
Oh,
because of our conversation.
Yeah, because of the topic. Oh, I go beyond kids.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on.
But adult is also interested.
Okay, if you're interested, we go beyond that.
That's
I personally can train you on that. And at that time I was at Ghana Tech Lab, so I'm just talking about a story of one of the kids.
Okay.
They brought 2 kids. I've had multiple kids actually. There was a season where we had 2 kids come in. One child was into digital arts, the other one was into, I think, programming. He wanted to do game development. And it's funny how very little children, they couldn't even sit on the chair. Like when you sit them down, they get up. They sit them down, they get up. They were just giving us headache throughout. But during that process of that headache, the child picked up 1 or 2. And it surprised you that you think you are not teaching them anything. But at the time they are done, vacation is over, my child is going home. They come for 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day. You can leave your kids behind and just go to your work and come back later. The parents were very happy with the result because the children picked up certain things from the tech space. Yes. So you can invest in that in your child rather than just leaving your child to, be anywhere at all. Yeah.
I think that investment is very, very necessary. It's key because again, the basics are so important. When they're able to pick it from that age, it becomes a lot easier for them when they get into the higher education. Because sometimes it feels like people who are doing tech, like you're saying, those who were the geeks, they are the ones doing tech. But if the child picks it from a very tender age, it's a lot easier for them when they go into school. They know what they are talking about.
And don't force an idea on a child in terms of what's the name? The area you should focus on. As we are talking about programming, if you expose the child to programming, you realize that the child is not all about programming. There's no problem. You can just back off, figure out other platforms. So the digital arts was one of them. Drawing, right? Most of the children that came to the side were more like digital artists, drawing. You see the animation you're watching on TV. It makes a lot of money.
Yes.
If you are able to allow your child to tell stories through these same sketches and drawing, By the time they left, some of them came, they were trying to force them on the programming, but they also started doing art. Some of them came from the art, they came to learn about programming. So it depends. You have to figure out take the extra time to push your child into identifying what they actually need. And the tech field is big.
It's broad,
big.
really. It is. It
Very
is.
big
We have a message from Emma. She's asking the name of the programming app again. I think we can touch on the ones that
Okay,
we've
so
spoken
far
about.
we've talked about Scratch JR.
Yes.
SCRATCH JR. That is Scratch Junior. It's an app. You can find it in the Play Store or Apple Store.
Yeah. App Store. Yeah.
Scratch JR. If your child is between the 5 to 7 ages, if he's older and you feel like you can still try it out, you can still get the same thing. Then we have the Scratch MIT, where that's from ages 8 to 16. Scratch MIT, but that is the website based, so you have to open the browser and get access to it. Very, 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 very deep. I think it has a lot of information for your child to learn from. I really loved it when I opened it myself. There's code.org, code.org, yes. So code.org for the ages 5 to 18. Take your time, sit down with your child. Do like a browsing with your child. You don't need to force a child to sit down. It's time to learn, that kind of thing. Just a simple, let's browse together. You open the website, it's very colorful. Open one of the courses, curriculums. Don't be afraid of the words. Anywhere that you open that you feel like, what is this? Just Google it on the side. Curriculum is just a plan on which your child will use to learn. So when you see curriculum, you can click on the curriculum and open the first one, try it out with your child. And by the time you are done, you see the excitement in your kid's eye to be able to build your own code for them.
I think that's just so beautiful.
Yes.
Like I think the first time for me was when we had an interaction doing web development, HTML.
Yeah.
The fact that you just do and then you can
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
colors,
right.
you can see I mean,
I remember that too.
that whole experience is just priceless.
The
So.
head die and stuff like that. Oh my god. It was fun. It's fun. It's actually fun. That's the reason why people get into tech in the first place. So if you're out there, you can also think about Tinker, TYNKER, Tinker, for 5 to 14 years. It's a game-based coding program for the Python programming language and JS. JS means JavaScript. The Python is just a programming language. It is not a snake. It is something that we use to these programming languages
to build
have,
applications.
Yeah, different platforms. Some are for building applications. Some are for building that. Some are for building websites. So if you're able to visit a website, it was from someone's code. So depending on where the child wants to try, you can let them try any of these. And then we have the CS First by Google.
Yeah.
CS, capital C, capital S, First, FIRST by Google. Google is GOOGLE, and it's for ages 9 to 14. It's a video-based coding curriculum using Scratch. We spoke about Scratch as an easy method of learning programming without forcing the brain to go into overheating and all that.
Yeah.
It's also free. It's a website, so you need a browser to visit this. Let me add another one before we continue.
Yes, on the different thing. Yeah.
There's a Blockly Games for ages 7 to 14. That one is a puzzle game teaching programming concepts to your child. So as I said, you don't have to pick one and stay with it. If you open one, your child doesn't fit in, try the next one. If your child likes puzzles, open the puzzle one, try it out with the child together. You can see sometimes there can be a connection between the child and the parent that okay, this particular website, we both like it together. Yeah, so let's go to that website. So maybe at the end of the day, when your child comes home, you sit with the child, Dad, let's play this game together. You open that instead of just watching Love Island or something like that. That will confuse the child.
Yeah.
Open such a platform together and just enjoy it together.
It's really so important. Yes. It's really so
One
important.
more. There's Bitsbox.
Okay.
The Blockly Games is BLOCKLY Games GAMES.
Okay. So let's talk about the Bitsbox.
Bitsbox.
At least for the different coding platforms. And then we can move on to the next session.
Okay. So Bitsbox is BITSBOX for 6 to 12-year-olds. It's for learning coding by creating apps.
Okay.
So inside the same, it's a website platform. You can draft. So simple apps like, for example, how do calculators work? Have you ever thought of that before? Is it that someone connected some wire to something, or even on your phone? How does it work? So you can end up programming a calculator using the guide that they give you. It's not just going in and doing it by yourself. There's steps that they will take you through. At the end, your child can help you create something to even help you cook a recipe book or something. A simple coding, something like a project that you can do. Yeah.
Okay. If you're just joining us, this is Geek Squad with your girl, Adobia Brichum. We are having a conversation on various tech activities that your wards can be involved in during their break from school when you're on vacation. We are going to be sharing with you some educational websites. We've spoken about some coding platforms that they can use to learn programming. But then we'll be sharing with you some more details on various educational websites, some science-based. Before we do that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back after that.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final countdown after weeks of bragging and weeks of showing titles won from last year. Who will win what at Saturday's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament starting at 6:30 a.m. sharp with a 5-kilometer walk with the Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Julius Debra. So, what do you win and who will you battle against? All of it will be on the lush green pitches of the University of Ghana Stadium as part of this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025. This will be a big spectacle. You get yourselves ready. Come, look vibrant, and make the most impact as well as grab some of the honors so you can have the bragging rights for the next 1 year. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025 is sponsored by Akono Ginger, Ifriwara, Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app, Abaco Services Bibre, Viva, a taste you will love. Yomi Yogurt, a nourishing choice. The luckiest, *712 #, luck is everywhere. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is put together by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game. See you on Saturday.
Big Chef Season 4 finale. Who wins the ultimate? A whopping sum of 15,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Some products from sponsors, an enviable plaque, and bragging rights for her school. Sewa Graysham Academy. Nicole Rising Sun Montessori. Mona Lisa Alpha Beta. Bubune Association Community Model Basic School. This will be the fiercest culinary battle of the year. Join us at the Joy FM car park on August 10, 2025, live at 4 p.m. on Joy Prime.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobia Brichum. Tonight we are having a conversation on various activities that kids can be involved in during this time of vacation. I'm having a conversation with Samuel Boateng, the content creator for Interesting Digital Trends. So far, we have shared with you some coding platforms, an example being the Scratch JR, which is the Scratch Junior. These are some platforms. Just in case you've missed it, you can definitely check it out later on any of our socials, on Facebook, YouTube, or X as we are streaming live. But now we'll be continuing with different websites focusing on science, and then we'll talk a bit about math and then English. So let's share about 2 websites for science, and then I think we can do two, but it will be great. I'm sure we can publish the list of sites that we have here, probably on my Joy Online.
But for the sake
later.
of one viewer was asking about the Google one, it's CS First by Google, C capital C S, and First FIRS by Google. ST, sorry, by Google.
Yeah.
Okay, so science, I'm just going to pick or mention them quickly. We have Mystery Science, Mystery MYST.
And these are all websites. You can Google it. You can check on YouTube for them and all that. You get
STERY for Mystery.
Yeah.
And the Science SCIENCE from ages from 5 to 12 years. You can try Khan Academy for the science. Khan being KHAN Academy ACADEMY for science, maths, and English. So it's like a whole university. It looks like a university, but it helps for kids so that kids can go into STEM. That's science, tech, engineering, mathematics.
Yeah.
So you can explore that website. It's broader and it has all the options that you need. We also have National Geographic for kids, NASA Kids Club, Exploratium Science Snacks, BBC Bite Size Science.
So now you're just mentioning
this
them.
particular one, I will take my time to spell it so that you can look at it. How Stuff Works
kids.
If you have very curious kids,
yeah, I've done house
even
stuff
me
once.
as an
Yes,
adult,
yes,
I've
yes.
opened it a couple of times.
Yeah.
There's an adult version, there's a kids version. Kids are always asking, how does this work?
Yes.
Dad, how does the remote work?
Yeah, I
How's it
experienced one this
yeah,
weekend.
is it magic? And you have to come up with something.
What is this? Why is this doing this? Yeah.
Fake explanation that doesn't really exist. Uses the antenna and okay. Why don't you just open how stuff works kits?
Let's spell it again.
The how is HO, the stuff is STUFF, the works is WORKS,
Yeah.
kits KIDS.
So you can just Google this.
Yes, it's a website. You can take your time. The child can explore it day in and day out. There's a lot. I remember at the time we had encyclopedia. You remember those books? Yes. This is one of the most exciting parts of my childhood where I used to open
The
encyclopedia
days
from
before
beginning.
encyclopedias became Google search.
Yeah. And you take your time. You see dinosaurs. You see galaxies.
yeah.
You see technologies. They talk about PCs, astronomers, and a whole lot.
Yeah.
Your child can get the same access by trying to go through how stuff works.
Okay.
And this is more exciting because it's up to date. There's almost every new thing coming up, and they're updating it with the stuff
Okay.
too.
So can we talk a bit about some of the
Maths.
math? Yes.
Okay.
You've spoken about Khan Academy
Yes.
already.
Khan Academy can be for kids and can be for adults. For so Khan Academy, you have for age 18, so age to 18. You have for 2 to 8. So Khan Academy kids is for 2 to 8. The main one is for 8 to 18. You can try your child on any of them. If your child is too smart for the age you join them onto the big platform. We have Prodigy Maths Game. The Khan Academy again, KHAN.
Yeah.
Academy ACADEY. DEMY. I'm forgetting my English. DEMY.
You need Khan Academy for adults.
I'll visit after here. We have Prodigy Maths Game.
Yeah.
So I know people love games. So instead of let them sit there lashing them, 2 plus 2 is what? Let them try some games that will help them to love mathematics. Prodigy Maths Game. PRODIGY MAT for the maths. MATH for the maths. And the game CGAME. I need a Khan Academy. I actually need it. Prodigy Maths Game. PRODIGY. Prodigy.
Yeah.
Maths. MATH. Game. GAME. And then
We'll try as much as possible to have all this information published on My Joy Online so that at least parents can get access
last
to it.
one, Cool Maths Kids. Cool Maths for kids for 7 to 14. COOL for cool, like your AC. Maths MATH. 4, the number 4. Kids, KIDS. Again, COOL for cool, MATH for maths, 4, the number, KIDS for kids, 7 to 14.
So all this, they can get to learn math by playing games
fun
on
math
these
games.
sites that
Puzzle,
we are talking
logic
about.
puzzles.
Yeah. Okay. So we can talk a bit about the English.
Okay. So English is
The sites, educational sites for learning English.
I would say
reading,
push
writing.
your child more into the English before you try to let them go and decide to do anything on themselves. Because I mean, one of the things I realized when I was growing up myself was a lot of people have this issue with English from the childhood up to the
But
time.
is it really the case now? Have you noticed that children of late, they don't speak like the way we speak?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
And I think it's because of their
Exposure to technology.
seriously.
Yes. So do you want them to learn the right English?
By all means, that's also
Yes.
important.
So that's what I'm saying. You have to push them towards the right direction, or else they'll pick up English from Americans that they have not even met before. What they're talking about is there's this thing that came up. There's I've forgotten the name. When I remember, I was talking about it. There was some but it was English and stuff. It's fun, but I mean, you don't want them to learn
So
such English.
these are websites for learning English. Let's start with those.
Okay, so Storyline Online. Storyline being STORYLINE. Storyline.
Online.
ONLINE. For ages 3 to 10, celebrities read book aloud. So you get to watch celebrities reading books to your kids. That way the child can also follow along and get to the English comprehension that they've been caning your child in school or lashing your child in school. Over the mom, when I went to school, I couldn't read. They came. I mean, let your child join this website.
Yeah.
Try it out.
YouTube
it's also on YouTube.
website. Yeah.
You can try that. Star 4. That's for 3 to 9 years. Phonic-based reading, games, and songs. So if you are there and your child is worrying you and disturbing you, don't open anything on YouTube for the child, or especially those who have digital TVs. You can open YouTube and just go directly to this channel, Star 4, STARFALL. Okay, that's the website, and they have an app too, so you can try that. If you want to go to the YouTube, the storyline, as I said before, storyline online, open that channel and let the child be watching that rather. And then we have Epic Digital Library for ages 5 to 12. That's thousands of books and audiobooks for your child.
Okay.
It was surprising when I heard that a little boy was listening to a podcast just recently. They open podcast and they be playing around. As they are playing, they are listening to the podcast. As you were listening to radio, the children nowadays are listening to podcasts.
That's
Little
the thing.
kids.
It's true.
So you've seen the trend. There's a little, I think, how many children? There was a set, 4 children on the set. We're talking about what happened in school on the podcast. Yeah,
Okay, then I've not seen
you've
that
not seen
one.
it. Oh my, it's the newest podcast in town, and it's so funny. If you can watch these kids coming from their international schools, and I don't know where they are coming from. But I mean,
Oh, okay. So they host the show
Oh,
after
yeah,
the podcast, and then they
very
wow.
interesting. Very interesting. They've been trending for a while now.
Wow.
Yeah, little kids having their own podcast shows. So if a child can do that, I mean, your child can also learn English through these particular platforms. Epic Digital Library. Epic being EPIC. EPIC. Digital being DIGITAL. DIGITAL. Library. LIBRARY. For 5 to 12 years child. There are a lot of books and audiobooks for the child to follow. It will surprise you that you might think that your child might not like books, but sometimes it's the physical books that they might not be interested in, flipping pages. If they get to open a book on an iPad where they just swipe up and they read the text, they might get interested with images and all that, or even listening to the stories from these audiobooks. And then let me mention just one more, then we can skip to the next. We can talk about abcmouse.com. abcmouse.com.
Yeah.
ABC. A B C and mouse MOUSE.com.
Yeah.
2 to 8 year olds, full curriculum, including reading and phonics. So
Okay.
it's a website, and this one is a bit you pay, but I mean, investing into your child's future is very important. So I would advise that you try it, and
At the end of the day, that's what's
yes,
important.
you will
That
see the
we
reflection in your child.
invest.
If you can get your child to be interested in it, I mean,
Yes.
it'll be much of help.
Yes. We've spoken about the STEM. I want us to talk a bit about some DIY. I think that one, let's touch on too. Like I said, by all means, we'll have to put this together and share it on the line.
Okay.
For want of time, so
Okay.
we'll just do 2 of the
Okay.
do-it-yourself activities that they can do, and then possibly we can share the timetable
Okay.
that they can have.
So as you said, the DIY is the do-it-yourself. So stuff that simple things that you can do with your child at home. You can build a paper circuit card. All you need to do is to visit the website. The YouTube channel DIY. It's on how do you call it? YouTube. It's build a paper circuit card. You can just type that alone. Build a paper circuit card on YouTube, and it will take you to the channel.
Yeah.
There's make a balloon powered car. Make a balloon powered car. On YouTube, you just go to the search area and type make a balloon powered car. There are videos on science kids channels on YouTube. You can take a time and go through all the options that come after the search and find the ones that actually can work for you. So if you like, I go directly to pages like NASA Climate Kits,
Yeah.
and then you can find stuff like DIY for solar ovens, pizza box cover, cooker, stuff like that. So if you want to make, you know how we used to, I don't know how to you remember that thing. We used to make sand and things to make food.
I have a mark here because of that.
Oh yeah. How about you sitting out trying to build something with your child in that particular manner? But this one is a bit more technologically advanced. It's not too far,
Okay.
but it's
All right. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobia Brichum. We've been having a conversation on some various tech activities that your wards or kids or cousins or nephews, nieces can get involved in during their vacation. I've been having a conversation with Samuel Boating, content creator for interesting digital trends. We will be taking a listen to the quick tech fixes, and we will be back after that.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Ejekum, and as usual, I bring you some tech quick fixes and tips right here on Joy Geek Squad. Lost your phone? You can track it down in minutes. Here is what you can do as an Android user. 1. Visit android.com or find on another device. 2. Sign in with your Google account. 3. See the phone's location, play a sound, lock it or erase it. Your phone might be lost, but now it's never gone for good.
Welcome back. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobia Breaching. If you're just joining us, we've been having a conversation on various tech activities that your wards or family members or kids can get involved in as they are on vacation, according to Prince Safo. So he'll be sharing some of the various things that we have spoken about. Like I said, we'll be posting some on Twitter or X. Yes, on X. The handle to check out would be I am Prince Safo. You can also check out my handle, which is Adobia Breachum. We'll be posting some of the things that we have put there on X. Spell the
Prince Safo for them?
Prince Safo. I am Prince Safo. I-A-M and then Prince P-R-I-N-C-E Safo S-A-R-F-O. So you can check it out with...
I love the spelling bee. Episode we just done today. We're spelling a lot.
So you can just check the information out when we post on my Joy Online too. I'm sure we'll try and have that published so that you can get to see the various information. Samuel, our time is almost up right now. 30 seconds, I would say. Seriously, I think we'll have to wrap up. The timetable, we'll add it to the things that...
Okay, well, I'll talk about it in 10 seconds. So what you can do is that in order to make this exciting for your kids, don't force them on our website from Monday to Friday. We've mentioned a lot. You can mix it up. So from Sunday to the next Sunday, we do this. You do science, you do maths, English on Wednesday, this on Thursday. Just 30 minutes, 1 hour. Small sections. You visit the app, you open this, and make it exciting for them so that every time you get home, they are ready to hug you and sit with you to the PC. I brought my laptop. Then you come, Dad, can I use your PC? So fighting, don't touch my laptop. Rather, let's learn something from the laptop. Yeah.
It's very important, and even for the tablets that we've already bought for them, this is how best we can make good use of it and let them learn some activities as they are currently on vacation. And a very big thank you to you for listening in. A very big thank you to you, Samuel. And before I sign out, I just want to give this sweet shout outs to all my mates, St. Rosa's, Rosa members. We are meeting this weekend, and it's really going to be fun. Come Friday to Sunday, let us all meet at Akwetia and have a good time on our 60th anniversary celebration. Big thank you to the entire technical team and my producer, Prince Safo. God willing, next week we will be back. Up next is news by Michael Ashali. Stay tuned.
Joy 99.7 FM.